Hey guys, what's up? Brickley here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. So today I'm going to be going over the basics of command blocks in Minecraft, and without further ado, let's get into it. So that's right, here it is guys. A lot of you were requesting things like this. None of you really specified exactly this, but I kind of compiled all of your comments together, and this is what I came up with. So yeah, hopefully this will be getting you guys to a point where you can actually pick up a command block and kind of know what you're doing. So before we hop into this, I do want to say, keep an eye out for the hidden diamond, and let's get straight into this. So guys, in this video I will be covering command block types, basic GUI, old versus new techniques for actually creating command systems, and of course demos, which are behind me there as you can see. So let's hop straight into this here. So first up on our command block types, we have the impulse command block. Now this is the basic command block. This is what you'll probably not use a lot because it actually is, it's really bad, but you'll probably use a chain command block the most, which is actually this one right here, chain command block. And then finally the repeat command block, and then the conditional / unconditional command block. Now this can actually be applied to any command block. This is a setting, not a actual command block type itself. So I'll actually be showing you guys how to do that in basic GUI. So when you open up command block, this is what you'll see here. You can see I have typed in a little console command up at the top. This is actually where you input your console command. So I have give at p stone 1, which is basically, if I hit this, it's going to give me 1 stone. So pretty self-explanatory. That's where you put your command block in. And actually below here it tells you some basic selectors, and it doesn't tell you all of them. There's a few that aren't on this list. Well, actually only one that's not on this list. I'm not going to be covering the selectors in this video, but if I might do that in a future video if you guys like this one. Okay, and down here guys we have this little button here which actually hides and shows the display of the previous output. So I think by default this is off, but when I had that command typed in it was actually showing, so I might have done that on accident. So I mean, not that useful unless like there's something wrong and you don't know what it is. Maybe this can help you. Usually I have that set to off though. And down here we have the selections. This is actually where you choose what command block type you have. So didn't mean to place that. So as you see here we have impulse. Then we also have chain, which is that one right there, and we also have repeat, and those are the 3 command block types. And then this in the middle, this is where you set it from unconditional to conditional. So I'll be going over what this actually means in a minute, but this is just for now how you set that. And as I was saying earlier, it doesn't matter what command block type you have, it can still be conditional depending, or no matter what kind you have. And then of course you have the needs redstone option. So this this actually determines on whether or not the command block needs to be powered to run the command, or if it is simply always active. See what I did there? Felt that was a little cheeky joke I had to add in. So yeah, I usually have this set to always active depending on what it is. If you have to manually activate it, it'll probably be set to needs redstone. And then of course we have the done option and cancel option. So say you type in a command and you know what, I don't want to keep this command, so just hit cancel. There you go, it's gone. But of course if you hit done, then it will save the command in there, and on the side of the screen in the chat it will actually show you that it saved the command. Okay, so that was basic GUI, and I want to add in that of course every command block is the exact same GUI interface, unless of course you customize it to your own liking. So now we're going to be going over the new techniques and the old techniques of actually using these. So I kind of hope you guys knew how to use the old command blocks a little bit, but if you didn't, don't worry, because I'll still be showing you guys. So for the normal impulse command block, I call it the normal one. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. I call it the normal one because it was like the oldest one. Like this, it was always impulse, but then they added the 2 other kinds more recently. I think it was 1.9 or something. I might be completely wrong. I didn't fact check that. So yeah. So over here for the old techniques, this is pretty much like how you used to set commands up, and then versus how you now set commands up. So the old technique, pretty simple. You just place a command block down, put a command in it, hit a button, and there we go. And I don't know why there's an X at the end of it. I think I was typing that a little bit too fast. And then over here we have the new way of doing it, and yeah, it's the exact same way. And there's the X again. I think it's because I copy and pasted all these. So yeah, whatever. So this one is pretty basic. It's literally like the exact same thing, but chain is probably, repeat and chain are probably the most complex. So this is the new way of doing the chain. So the old way, as you can see, since we didn't have the new kind of command blocks, we'd have to use old command blocks. So chain command blocks, well, you can see there, they're like, you just line them up like that and they kind of execute after, or one after another. So the old ways you had to do this was just line up a bunch of normal command blocks and put redstone on top, which meant you can do it vertically, which really stunk. But you can also do it with repeaters to add a little bit of delay. So I'll give you a demonstration, and you can see that it does activate one after another. This command block being the one that says say one, 1, this one being the one that says say 3. Same with this one, it's just a little bit slower. And embarrassing backstory, I always set up command blocks like this. Like, I didn't know you could put the redstone on top till recently, so I always had command blocks set up like that, and like it made so many problems that didn't need to be there. So thank goodness for the new version, which is very simple, and I have it vertically here. You don't have to do it vertically, you can do it horizontally or however you want. You can even have it like going down. So again, say 1, and at the top say 3. I'm just gonna hit the button, and 1 2 3, and they execute just like that. And I feel it's important to mention that this does execute in a single tick, which there's 20 ticks in a second. So I don't want to do the math. It's like a 5 no, I don't even I'm not even gonna try that. So yeah, basically it's gonna execute instantly, but it is going to execute in order. And these are chain command blocks, and I have them set to always active. And I don't have it, I have it on unconditional. So yeah, chain command blocks kind of have to be always active, and I'll be going over that a little bit more in the demo section. So moving on to the repeat command block section. So this is the old way that you used to have to kind of implement this. So this is the closest thing we had to that, which is a single command block. You can just see this mess. So the first way here, if I can get that, dang it. Okay, wait, there we go. So this is the old way. So as you can see, hello, without the X this time. So this is very laggy. You can see my FPS already dropped just from this thing right here. It is death. But this is pretty much the quickest we had it. You know, it's just saying it over and over. If I type something in chat, you'll see it's going up because it's just saying the same message over and over. So yeah, that's kind of the only way we had of doing that. And over here, let me just place that in here. So this is the other way we had it, and you can see it's going a lot faster, and it's saying hello. And it required 3 command blocks and a redstone block just to have one simple command repeat over and over. But you can see if I break this, it will just keep replacing it. It's pretty cool. And yeah, so it's pretty lame though compared to this. So this is simple. All I have is one command in there. I have it to needs redstone right now, but I could set it to always active, and then I wouldn't need to power it. But you can see if I hit the lever, boom. And there we go, I can set it to always active, and it goes automatically. Moving on to the conditional and unconditional old versus new technique. So this is the old way of doing it. So basically, a conditional command block depends on if the previous command block was successful in running the command. So you can see here, it's pretty much if a player is in the distance of 3 of this command block, then it will say 1, and then since that successfully executed, then it will power this one and say 2. So pretty much, if I'm not within 3 blocks, it won't do anything, and if I'm within 2 blocks or 3 blocks, then it will do both of these. As you can see here, I'll back up, nothing, get closer again, and same thing. And then over here, this is the new version. So basically, I have so just like with the chain command over there, except this time it's set to conditional, which exactly the same thing as that, just a newer version. So I don't need a repeater for this one. I can just have a smooth, steady chain of command blocks here. So same thing, this one it's testing for if I'm within 3 blocks, and if I am, then these will work. And if not, then they won't. And I did that in reverse, sorry there. So yeah, and again, it does execute in 1 tick, and it does execute one after the other. So now on to the demos. This is the final part here, and it's probably one of my favorite parts. So this is kind of cool ideas you can use these for, just to give you a few ideas, so you know kind of what you're doing. So for the impulse, of course, we have nothing, because well, the impulse is boring. It doesn't do anything. This is like all you can do with just a singular impulse command block. So over here, and actually I forgot to mention earlier, you have to have the chain command block. So now you have like a pillar like this, you have to start it with a normal command block. I don't really know why the creators decided to do that, but it won't work if you have them all be chain command blocks. And I'll actually show you guys right here. So they're all chain command blocks, boom, nothing happens. It has to be a impulse command block to start, or else it will not work. There's actually no command in there, but whatever. Okay, so back to the demo. So this is the demo for the chain command block. So something very cool I like about this is you can have so normally I would have all of the chain command blocks be always active, not the first one, because if this is always active, nothing, like it will just break everything. So don't never set the normal command blocks to always active. Note to self there, or note to everyone watching. So, if you have it on set to, what's it called? No, redstone. It needs redstone. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't read that for a second. So, I'll actually hit this button here, and it will say 1, 2, but it will not say 3, even though this is right here. That's because this is set to needs redstone. So, if I activate that block, then it will successfully work. And 1, 2, 3, there we go. I can deactivate that, and there we go. So, it's kind of a cool way if you want to, like, just stop half the pillar for no reason. That's how you can do it. And if I hit that to always active, it'll work regardless whether or not the lever's actually turned on there. So cool little side note. And over here we have the demo for the repeating command block. So yeah, as you can see, I did the exact same thing I did for the conditional new version, except I just swapped out the bottom block for a repeating command block. So basically, if I get within 3 blocks of this, it will rapidly say 1 and 2 over and over again. And I know I don't actually need this to be conditional for this demonstration here, but you can see it's pretty much doing the exact same thing. But yeah, so usually you would not need this to be conditional. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, guys, who knows, maybe I'll do part 2 and I'll give you guys some more tips. Maybe I'll cover the entity selectors, and I guess that'll be it for this. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you learned some really interesting and new things about command blocks. I hope I helped you out, and now maybe you can make your own maps and send them to me, and I might even play them on my channel. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and as always, if you did, be sure to crush that like button and also subscribe too, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.